And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. And Hal will throw it. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Hal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. but his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's McLaughlin. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Williams hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your 10th
anyone.
Born.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
I'm here all day. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. I got it.
2nd down. Howell now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Howell out of the shotgun. Buying time to his left. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd and 3.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. 45
To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Flush to his right. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Howell. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Howell now to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback.
And now the rookie's free. He may go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 69 yards. yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
49.
Back to throw, Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A big play looming on 3rd down.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Powell to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far.